What's going on, everyone? It's Alex here from Aleks Physio. So today I'm going to be going over 3 exercises that you can perform if you have upper fibers of trap muscle tightness. For those of you who don't know, my name is Alex. I'm a physiotherapist here in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm going to go over a few exercises that you can do to help strengthen your upper fibers of trap muscles if you have some stiffness. And if you've tried stretching and it hasn't really given you a lot of benefit and you still feel that tightness around that area, it may be a sign of a muscle weakness versus a muscle that's truly short and such as one that you need to actually stretch. Before we go on, let's just go over the muscle actions of the upper fibers of traps, which are upward rotation. So rotating your scapula upwards when you're bringing your arm up overhead, and also shoulder elevation or shrugging your shoulders to your ears. So the traditional exercise will have you just having your arms at your side and then just doing some shrugs. Sometimes what the issue with that movement can be is that you're also working other muscles that are responsible for elevating your shoulder blades, such as your levator scapulae muscle primarily, which attaches around your shoulder blade and originates around your neck region. So to try to get the most bang for your buck, you want to try to do movements that can include shoulder elevation alongside with shoulder upward rotation. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to just do an overhead press. So I just have this kettlebell here, and I'm just starting with a light weight, and you're just trying to bring the kettlebell overhead, and then you're trying to add a shrug at the end and then come back down to the start. So lifting it overhead is going to get some of that upward rotation, and then the shrug at the end is just going to get that extra movement of the upper fibers of trap muscle, because it's already in that shoulder above head position versus doing it with your arms down at your side. Okay, so just a combined movement, you're bringing it overhead and shrugging. Okay. And obviously me doing it in the bottoms up position where the weight of the kettlebell is at top will get a little bit more activation of some of your shoulder stabilizer muscles. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just one of the alternatives. You can do it with a typical dumbbell. You can also do it with a barbell or a landmine press. But again, adding that shrug at the end can help maximize the benefit of the exercise. In exercise 2, we're going to try to do a wall slide. So I'm going to face towards the wall here. I'm going to put both of my hands on the wall, both my forearms on the wall, and I'm lifting my arms up overhead, and then I'm adding the shoulder shrug at the top. So come down, overhead, shoulder shrug, come back down. Overhead, shoulder shrug, come back down. Okay, that's exercise 2. And the last one, what we can do is we can do the shoulder shrugs with our arms at our side, but instead of having it with our shoulders internally rotated and our arms down, we're going to try to rotate our palms facing forward. We're going to bring the weight slightly out to the side, and then we're going to do our shrugs. So by going in this position where we're getting some of that external rotation, some abduction, we're trying to bias the upper fibers of trap muscles in this movement versus some of the other accessory muscles that can help you when your arms are at your side and internally rotated. And you'll notice that doing the shrugs with your arms out in this position is much more challenging than doing it with your arms directly at your sides and palms rotated towards each other. So there you have it. We went over 3 exercises that work on strengthening the upper fibers of your trapezius muscle. We went over the shoulder press with the shoulder shrug at the end range. We went over wall slides with the shoulder shrug at the end range. And then we went over the shoulder shrugs in a position of external rotation and abduction of our shoulders. Let me know what you think about these 3 exercises. Do you have tightness around your upper trap region and you find that stretching just isn't really helping and may even have some discomfort? Give these exercises a go. As always, this isn't medical advice, so if you do have pain that it isn't getting better and you want to see somebody for it, you should definitely see a physiotherapist to put you on an individualized plan. This is just general education only. And if you find value in my content, consider checking out some of my other videos where I go over various physio, exercise, and medical related topics. And if you still find value, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It really allows my channel to grow and allows me to reach a wider audience. Until then, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.